ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. What separates the ordinary from the extraordinary? What sets billionaires apart from the rest? It's not just their business acumen or their ability to make money. It's their habits. One habit in particular stands out, a habit that fuels their minds, their bodies, and their spirits. And that habit is running daily. Imagine waking up every day and starting your morning with a run. It's not just about physical fitness. It's about building a routine, a foundation of consistency that becomes unshakable. This simple yet powerful habit mirrors the consistency you see in the lives of billionaires. They show up every single day without fail, and so do you when you hit that pavement, no matter the weather, no matter how you feel. Running pushes you to your limits. It's not just a physical battle, it's a mental war. Every mile, every step tests your resilience. It forces you to confront your inner doubts, your fears, your limitations. And each time you push through, you're building the mental toughness that billionaires rely on to make hard decisions, to take risks, to endure setbacks. And let's talk about energy. You might think running drains you, but in reality, it's an investment. The more you run, the more energy you create. Your blood pumps, your brain wakes up, and suddenly you're more focused, more alert, more alive. This surge of energy and focus is what billionaires tap into every day to keep their edge, to see opportunities, to stay ahead of the curve. Stress, it's inevitable, but how do the most successful people handle it? They don't just manage stress, they annihilate it. Running is a natural stress reliever. It clears your mind, releases endorphins, and gives you a sense of control. When you run daily, you're not just escaping stress, you're mastering it. So when you lace up those shoes and hit the road, remember, you're not just running, you're cultivating the no 0.1 habit of billionaires. You're laying down the tracks to your success, one step, 1 mile, 1 day at a time. Imagine waking up every morning, tying your shoes, and stepping out into the cool, crisp air. The world is quiet, and it's just you and the open road ahead. As you take those first few steps, you might think it's just about exercise, just about getting your body moving. But let me tell you, it's so much more than that. This simple act of running every day is a declaration, a commitment to yourself, to your growth, and to your success. Now think about what running truly represents. It's a discipline, a ritual that sets the tone for the rest of your day. When you run daily, you're not just moving your body, you're sculpting your mind. You're telling yourself, I am in control. I choose how I start my day. And that's exactly what billionaires do. They take control of their mornings, they dominate their routines, and it all starts with habits like running daily is a physical manifestation of consistency, and consistency is the cornerstone of success. Billionaires don't become billionaires by accident. They build their fortunes brick by brick, day by day, with unwavering commitment to their goals. When you run every day, you're building that same kind of consistency. Each run is a small victory, a building block towards your bigger, more powerful version of yourself. Let's be honest, there are days when running feels like the last thing you want to do. Maybe you're tired, maybe it's raining, or maybe you just don't feel like it. But those are the days that define you. Because when you run, despite the excuses, despite the obstacles, you're proving something to yourself. You're proving that you have what it takes to push through discomfort, to embrace the hard work, and to come out stronger on the other side. And isn't that what every billionaire has done? They've faced challenges head on and pushed through when it would have been easier to quit. Running is also a form of meditation, a moving meditation that connects your body and mind. As you fall into a rhythm, your thoughts begin to clear and you find a space of peace within yourself. This clarity is where ideas are born, where strategies are crafted, and where visions are formed. Billionaires understand the power of a clear mind. They seek moments of clarity to think, to strategize, and to envision their future. Daily running gives you that same clarity, that same space to reflect and to plan. And let's not forget the physical benefits. Running enhances your endurance, strengthens your heart, and energizes your body. It's a natural boost, a way to prime your physical state for the challenges of the day. Billionaires need energy to operate at their peak, to lead, to inspire, and to innovate. And so do you. By running daily, you're charging your body, you're preparing it to tackle whatever comes your way. Now, some might say, why running? Why not some other form of exercise? And sure, there are many ways to stay fit, But running is unique in its simplicity and accessibility. It requires no special equipment, no gym memberships, just you, a pair of shoes, and the will to move forward. It's a pure, primal act that strips away the complexities and leaves you with the essence of discipline and determination. Every step you take is a step towards mastery, towards becoming the person who can achieve anything they set their mind to. Billionaires don't just wake up one day and find themselves at the top. They run their race day after day with focus, with intention, with purpose. And you can too. Every time you run, you're not just training your body, you're training your mind, your will, your spirit. Consistency isn't just something nice to have, it's a necessity. It's the backbone of every success story, the invisible force that turns small actions into monumental achievements. When you run daily, you are not just exercising your body, but you are also building one of the most powerful habits of all, routine. Think about it, every day you run, you're creating a sense of structure in your life. You're telling your mind and your body, this is what we do, this is who we are. And in that structure, you find a kind of freedom. You no longer waste energy deciding whether to run or not. It's just a part of you, a non-negotiable like brushing your teeth or eating a meal. That consistency liberates you because when your routine is set, your mind is free to focus on bigger things. This is a principle that billionaires live by. They thrive on consistency because they know that success isn't about massive, sporadic bursts of effort. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and staying on track, even when it feels mundane. Running every day teaches you to embrace the mundane, to find strength in repetition. And as you build that habit, you start to see how it applies to every aspect of your life. And imagine how your day would unfold if it started with a solid, unshakable routine. You'd wake up, hit the ground running, and from that point on, everything else falls into place. Running daily acts as an anchor, grounding you, giving you a steady point from which to tackle the chaos of life. Billionaires understand this. Their lives are packed with decisions, meetings, and responsibilities, yet they carve out routines because they know it gives them the edge. It's not about being rigid, it's about creating a rhythm that supports success. When you stick to a routine, you're also training your mind to be consistent in other areas. You're setting a precedent. You're saying, if I can commit to running every day, what else can I commit to? What other habits can I build that will lead me to my goals? This is the mindset of the highly successful. They don't just set goals, they build the habits and routines that make achieving those goals inevitable. Running is not just a test of your body, it's a test of your mind. Each time you lace up your shoes and hit the road, you're stepping into a challenge that goes beyond physical endurance. You're training your brain to be resilient, to overcome the mental barriers that tell you to stop, to quit, to take the easy way out. This mental resilience is a key trait of billionaires. They don't just survive in challenging environments, they thrive. Think about what happens during a run. The first few minutes might feel great. You're energized, moving with ease, but then inevitably you hit a wall. Your legs get heavier, your breath shortens, and that little voice in your head starts whispering, why don't we just stop here? It's in that moment when every part of you wants to give up that the real training begins. Pushing through that discomfort builds a mental toughness that translates into every area of your life. Billionaires face walls all the time, setbacks, failures, market crashes, but what sets them apart is their ability to push through those walls, to see obstacles not as stop signs, but as challenges to overcome. When you run every day, you're practicing this same skill. You're learning to keep going, even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when you'd rather be anywhere else. And every time you do, you're fortifying your mind, making it stronger, more resilient. Running forces you to confront yourself in ways few other activities can. It strips away the noise, the distractions, and leaves you alone with your thoughts. And you have to face the inner dialogue, the doubts, the fears. And in facing them, you learn to control them, to silence the negativity, to replace it with determination and self-belief. This inner mastery is what gives billionaires the edge. They know how to control their thoughts, how to keep their focus sharp, and their spirits high, even in the toughest situations. The beauty of running daily is that it becomes a microcosm for life's bigger battles. Each run is a small version of the challenges you face in your career, your relationships, your personal growth. You learn to deal with discomfort, to embrace it even. You realize that the pain of pushing through is temporary, but the strength you gain from it lasts a lifetime. This is the mindset of resilience that billionaires cultivate every day. And let's not forget the power of momentum. Every time you push past a mental barrier on a run, you're creating a ripple effect. That victory, no matter how small, fuels you. It builds confidence. It makes you more willing to tackle the next challenge and the next. Billionaires understand the value of momentum. They keep going, keep pushing, because they know that each step forward makes the next step easier. Running daily builds that momentum in your own life, creating a cascade of wins that drive you toward your bigger goals. Running also teaches you the importance of adapting under pressure. There will be days when your body feels off, when the weather is against you, and the path is harder than expected. Billionaires face similar unpredictable conditions in the business world. They succeed because they've learned to adapt, to pivot, to keep moving forward no matter what. Every run in challenging conditions strengthens your ability to adapt, to find new reserves of strength you didn't know you had. When you finish a run, especially a tough one, you feel a surge of pride, a sense of accomplishment. You face the voice that said you couldn't do it and you've proven it wrong. This daily practice of overcoming builds a deep reservoir of resilience. It's the same resilience that billionaires draw from when they're facing immense pressure and making high-stakes decisions. Energy is everything. Without it, nothing moves forward. No dream is realized, no goal is achieved. But energy isn't something that just magically appears. It's something you cultivate, something you generate. And one of the most powerful ways to generate energy is by running daily. When you run, you're not just getting your body moving, you're activating your entire system. Your heart starts pumping faster, sending oxygen-rich blood throughout your body. Your lungs expand, taking in more air, feeding your muscles and your brain. This physical movement creates a surge of energy that reverberates through your entire being, waking you up, sharpening your senses, and preparing you to take on the day. This boost isn't just physical, it's mental. Running clears the fog from your mind, cutting through the noise of worries, doubts, and distractions. As your body finds its rhythm, your mind starts to sharpen. You become more alert, more focused. And focus is the currency of achievement. Without it, your energy is scattered, ineffective. But with it, you channel that energy into powerful, decisive actions that move you closer to your goals. Billionaires understand this deeply. They know that to maintain their edge, they need to be at their peak, physically and mentally. They need energy to fuel long hours, to make quick, high-stakes decisions, to lead, inspire, and innovate. Running daily primes you for this kind of performance. It's like flipping a switch, turning on your internal power source so you can operate at full capacity. Now, think about those moments when you're exhausted, when your mind feels sluggish and your body just wants to shut down. It's in these moments that a simple run can transform everything. You might feel like you don't have the energy to move, but once you start, the movement itself creates energy. It's like lighting a fire. Each step is a spark that ignites the flames of vitality within you. This surge in energy isn't fleeting, it lasts, it sets the tone for your entire day. When you run in the morning, you carry that energy into your meetings, your projects, your interactions. You show up fully charged, ready to engage, ready to create. And when you bring that kind of energy into your work, people notice, they're drawn to it, they're inspired by it. This is how billionaires lead, not just with their ideas, but with the energy they bring into every room they enter. And it's not just about the energy you create for yourself. It's about how that energy ripples out to others. When you're energized and focused, you elevate everyone around you, your team, your family, your community. They feed off your energy, and it creates a cycle of positivity and productivity that can't be stopped. This is what leaders, the billionaires, understand. They are the energy catalysts in their environments, driving everyone forward. But let's get real for a second. There will be days when the idea of running feels like too much, when you're tired before you even begin. And yet those are the days when running will benefit you the most. Because once you push past the inertia, once you get your body moving, you're reminded of a powerful truth. Motion creates emotion. The very act of moving changes your state, transforms your mood, and sets you up for a day of success. This is why running daily is more than just a habit, it's a strategy. It's a strategy for maintaining high energy levels, for staying mentally sharp, for showing up as your best self every single day. Billionaires don't just stumble into their success. They create it by optimizing every aspect of their lives, starting with their energy. Stress is a part of life. It's an inevitable companion on the road to success. But here's the thing. The most successful people in the world don't just learn to live with stress, they master it, they turn it into fuel. And one of the most powerful ways to manage stress is through the simple yet profoundly effective habit of running daily. Every time you step out the door and start running, you're giving yourself a break from the pressures of life. The rhythmic pounding of your feet, the steady cadence of your breath, it all works together to pull you out of your head and into the present moment. For those few precious minutes, there are no deadlines, no meetings, no worries, just the path ahead of you. This act of physical movement becomes a form of active meditation, a way to clear your mind and reset your perspective. When you run, your body releases endorphins, those feel-good hormones that act as natural stress relievers. They lift your mood, they calm your mind, and they remind you that no matter how heavy life feels, you have the power to lighten the load. Billionaires understand the importance of maintaining their emotional equilibrium. They face massive responsibilities, high stakes, and intense scrutiny. They keep their cool because they've learned how to balance their stress levels. Running daily gives you that same tool, a way to keep stress from building up and overwhelming you. Running also gives you a sense of control, a feeling that in a world full of uncertainties, there's something you can manage, something you can direct. In the middle of chaos, a run can ground you, can remind you of your strength and your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This sense of control is critical for anyone aiming to achieve great things. Billionaires thrive in environments where uncertainty is the norm. And what is more important than that, it's changing their mindset. It's changing how they see themselves. It's changing how they see the future. And only with the greater sense of mastery and control do you lead things. Running is a way for me to practice this and have success. They stay calm, they stay focused because they have strategies to manage stress. Running is one of those strategies. Another way running helps with stress is through perspective. When you're out on a run, away from your desk, your phone, and the constant barrage of emails and notifications, you get the chance to step back. You can see things from a distance with a clearer, calmer mind. Problems that seemed insurmountable start to shrink. Solutions that felt out of reach suddenly appear. Billionaires often talk about the importance of stepping back, of getting a bird's eye view of their challenges. Running gives you that opportunity every day. There's also something profoundly empowering about running through discomfort when you're tired, when your legs feel like lead, and the easy option is to stop, but you keep going. You're building resilience. You're teaching yourself that you can endure, that you can keep moving forward even when it's hard. This is a crucial lesson for managing stress because life will throw curveballs at you, and sometimes it will feel like too much. But if you've built that muscle of resilience through running, you'll know that you can handle it, that you can keep pushing forward no matter what. Billionaires don't have less stress than the rest of us. They have more, but they've built systems and habits to manage it effectively. They don't let stress paralyze them. They let it drive them, knowing they have the tools to keep it in check. Running daily is one of those tools, a way to keep stress from piling up and a reminder that they can take control of their state at any moment. Self-discipline is the foundation of all success. It's the inner strength that keeps you moving toward your goals, even when the initial excitement fades, even when the obstacles seem too great. And running daily is one of the most effective ways to cultivate this crucial trait. Each time you put on your running shoes and head out the door, you're exercising your self-discipline muscle, making it stronger, more resilient. Running daily is not always easy. There will be days when your body feels tired, when the weather isn't cooperating, or when you simply don't feel like it. But these are the moments that truly define your discipline. It's easy to run when you're feeling great and the sun is shining. It's a whole different game to do it when every part of you wants to stay in bed. Every time you push through that resistance, you're reinforcing a powerful message to yourself. I am in control. I decide my actions, not my fleeting emotions. Billionaires know the importance of self-discipline because they face decisions every day that could make or break their success. They don't leave their actions up to chance or mood. They've trained themselves to do what needs to be done regardless of how they feel in the moment. Running daily builds this exact same discipline in you. It teaches you that you can overcome inertia, that you can follow through on your commitments no matter what. Think about the impact this has on the rest of your life. When you've built the habit of running daily, you've proven to yourself that you can stick to something consistently. That spills over into other areas, your work, your relationships, your personal growth. You start to see yourself as someone who follows through, someone who can be relied on to do what they say they'll do. This self-position is incredibly powerful. It's the cornerstone of self-confidence and the engine of achievement. Self-discipline isn't about being harsh with yourself. It's about setting standards and holding yourself to them because you know you're capable of more. It's about creating habits that align with your goals and your values. When you run daily, you're choosing to prioritize your health, your energy, and your mental clarity. You're making a conscious decision to show up for yourself every single day. And that decision, repeated over time, transforms your entire life. Billionaires understand that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. They've mastered the art of delayed gratification, of doing the hard work today for the rewards of tomorrow. Running daily mirrors this practice. You're not just running for how it makes you feel in the moment. You're running because you know the long-term benefits are worth it. You're investing in your future self, in your health, your resilience, and your ability to handle whatever life throws at you. There's also an incredible sense of freedom that comes from discipline. It might sound counterintuitive, but when you discipline yourself to run every day, you actually gain more freedom. You're no longer at the mercy of your whims or excuses. You've created a structure that supports your goals, and within that structure, you find the freedom to grow, to explore, and to push your limits. Billionaires find this same freedom in their disciplined routines. They have systems in place that free up their mental space, allowing them to focus on innovation and big picture thinking. And let's talk about the cumulative effect. Every day that you run, you're making a small deposit into your self-discipline bank. Over time, these deposits add up, compounding into a wealth of discipline that can be drawn on in every aspect of your life. Billionaires don't build their fortunes overnight. They build them day by day through consistent, disciplined action. Running daily is a way to build that same kind of discipline in your own life.